An emotional homecoming in Israel. 4 women held hostage by Hamas in Gaza for 15 months, finally reunited with family and friends. And similar scenes on the other side. Palestinians celebrating the release of 200 prisoners from Israeli jails. The second exchange is part of the Gaza ceasefire deal that went into effect last Sunday. Hopeful signs that the ceasefire deal is progressing as planned toward a permanent end to the war and a lasting peace in the region. But along with those celebrations, there were also accusations that Hamas is failing to abide by the terms of the deal. Sean O'Shea explains in our top story tonight.
The faces of the families, watching an end to their personal nightmares. 4 Israeli hostages, all female soldiers, released in the second prisoner exchange in the ceasefire agreement. This one highly orchestrated by Hamas and criticized by Israel's military as a cynical ceremony. The women were brought onto a podium in Gaza City for all to see, their hands held high.
Liri Elbag, age 19. Naama Levi, age 20. Karina Arayev, age 20. Daniela Gilboa, age 20.
This prisoner release included a show of support for Hamas. Today is total victory, this woman said, showering Hamas militants with confetti. The 4 Israelis were turned over to the International Red Cross, transported to an Israeli army location in Gaza, where they were greeted by fellow soldiers and then driven into Israel in a blue van. In exchange, Israel released 200 Palestinians held in Israeli jails. The majority arrived in Red Cross buses in the West Bank to a hero's welcome. According to Hamas, those released included convicted militants serving life sentences for their involvement in attacks that killed dozens of people. About 70 were sent by bus to Egypt and 16 were returned to Gaza. The freed Israeli soldiers left southern Israel in an army helicopter and flown to a hospital in central Israel, where family members watched with excitement as the 4 arrived 477 days after they were captured. The moments they'd been waiting for.
Their medical condition is stable, and we are here to provide them with the necessary care and emotional support.
These hostages were among a group of soldiers who warned about a possible Hamas attack before October 7th, having observed growing numbers of protesters at the border fence. Those warnings were ignored.